Hey everybody, today I'm here with another video for you, and I have found a way to make Meve work, hopefully. I have been playing her a lot today, in fact only Meve today, and did manage to climb up to rank 2, slowly getting to pro ladder. Eventually that might happen. There's a bit of a new setup as well. I have a green screen now, as you can probably tell, and a bit of a different camera angle, so bear with me on that one. Hopefully it's good. If it's not, I'm like phasing out here a little bit. Whoa, whoa, okay, whoa, okay. Anyway, let's jump into the deck. So Meve, I think, is quite strong actually. Out of the Northern Realms leaders, she might be one of the better ones. I've seen Hensel being played with some, degree of success, but this was working quite well. It's a little bit experimental. I was running a different version with the Dragon package synthesis Ike. But now I'm rolling with Dragon's Dream and Nivellen as the sort of nice finisher with this deck. And yeah, effectively, it's just relying on boost synergy, which is the main idea of Meve, right, as a leader. Boost all your units up. Of course, use Scythemen and the infantry to get a lot of value out of your leader. And yeah, out of those bronze cards, they can often be quite a lot of points. Trident infantry, of course, as well, you can boost up to get nice value from. And then field medics are there to help boost your own guys, along with the Kedwani sergeants. Pretty straightforward bronze core, one battering ram as well, just for artifact removal. If your opponent's playing that, we have Witcher's Thinning, of course, as we do in most decks these days. Pretty good stuff. We have Anna, very straightforward. In a Meve deck, you really want that. You can instantly buff her up when you play her and get those buffs going as soon as possible, which is really, really cool. Death Mold as well is a little neat inclusion. He works really well with Tactical Advantage if you're on blue coin. You can deal a nice 5 damage, pretty crisp. Or you can buff him with Meve or some other tool and usually get a little bit of value from his effect. If he does get moved or whatever, it's not the biggest problem. 5 provisions isn't the end of the world. 7 for 5 isn't the end of the world. We do have Gimpy as well. He can shut down quite a lot of strategies. Neckers are very popular. There's even a few Revenants around, and he hits... Oh, whoops. I just took him out. And he hits stuff like Wild Hunt Rider as well. There's a lot of monsters on the ladder, so I think he fits in the deck quite nicely. Vess, very good for giving Zeal to Okvist, which is kind of the key combo there. She can give Botchling Zeal, I guess, as well. It's kind of niche, but doesn't do much, and Death Mode as well, of course. Nivellen and Dragon's Dream is the real finisher of the deck, and yeah, you want to save that for round 3. Play your Dragon's Dream, when your opponent has 3 cards left, and then that will pop after you play Nivellen to move all their guys and deal huge damage. So that can catch people out by surprise pretty big time. If you don't run that, you probably want to run Dragons instead. You could definitely do that. I was having some success with that before. And what else have we got? Well, we have Geralt of Rivia, of course. Bit of tool removal for stuff like Woodland and all those decks that you've got to deal with. Botchling is there as a nice engine that can also, of course, tank damage, buff your own units up and all that good sort of things there. And Unicorn Caranex are also quite a nice combo for a bit of removal and a bit of boosting. Why not? Seems pretty good. Okvist is a nice little finisher in some games in combination with Dragon's Dream and Nivellen. And that's pretty much the deck. Pretty straightforward. Round 1 you want to use your bronzes mainly, I guess, and maybe a couple of your powerful golds like Unicorn Caranex or Anna or whatever to win the round. And then later on, take the game with the Dragon's Dream and Nivellen combos. So that's the idea, and yeah, let's jump into a game or two and see how it plays. Alright, gonna be Arnjolf. Haven't seen too many decks working with him, but I'll be experimenting with him tomorrow, I think, and trying to make that work if possible. Maybe we can get some inspiration from this guy. My background's a little bit fuzzy as well. I think that's because I don't have proper lighting at the moment, so sorry about that, but you gotta bear with it. It wasn't too bad on stream earlier today, but that's probably because it was light outside. Okay, what are we mulliganing? Probably 1 field medic, we don't need 2 of them. Probably a Scytheman as well. And the rest of the hand is looking pretty fierce. We could mulligan for Witches, but I think keeping that is also okay. Now we are kind of lacking a proactive play, to be fair. But I don't mind going Anna and just buffing her up immediately. Basically this will mean he has to lock it or do some high, tool removal on her, otherwise she will just be chilling out. We don't have another proactive play to go with, so kind of gonna go for that and make the best of a bad situation. Normally you'll have witches, maybe botchling or whatever to start the round, but here we didn't get them, so not the end of the world, hopefully. And we play around the Marauder, of course, that Skellige often runs on that red coin. Maybe not this time, we'll see.
So what's our plan?
Just going to be witches from him, alright. So we can go with the Caird when he's Sergeant now and just get him on the board, alternatively Vest, but there's nothing really to remove. So we'll probably just play him, maybe use one buff here. In case he gets removed, I'd like to get a little bit of value from that. Kind of, you know, make it so he's not as risky as he would otherwise be. Alright. So that is a boat. We could probably just play Vess on that, I think. Threaten the Zeal, might make him want to kill her. And we'll buff her up a couple of times as well to threaten it. Otherwise, we're just gonna, get some nice boosts going. No Tridem, unfortunately, but we can make this hand work, I think, quite well. Torrential Rain's interesting, so might mean he's running a lot more weather. We need to be wary of that, especially later on. Here I'm kind of interested in going with the infantryman. Maybe not on the boat, though. Probably just on to the Roach or the Witches. Doesn't really matter which. Get some nice value there. And of course you always want to make sure you're boosting as many units as you can. It's pretty important. Greatsword's not too threatening. I think we can just kill this with Geralt when we need to. So for now we'll just keep boosting our lads. I'm going to go with the medic here. And then we'll boost it with Meve. Setting up for the Lyrian Scytheman in a turn or two. Anna's kind of counteracting the rain, so it's not too bad. And that Udaric doesn't actually do anything right now. So we could even not play the Geralt if we're, you know, a little bit spooked. A bit scared of how many points he might have. We could even kill the Uldaric with Chironex. I kind of like that idea, actually. Yeah, I think this works quite well. Because otherwise he could always threaten a second Greatsword if we destroyed this one, right? Don't really want that to happen. This way we can probably keep fighting the round. The rain's going to run out pretty soon. And we've got Scytheman still to come, so... yeah, it looks like we're just going to be able to take it there. And able to keep Geralt late for later, which might come in handy if he has more Greatswords or Dagger or whatever else he might be running. We'll probably play Witches here, or we might just take a pass, kind of not sure which. We'll definitely get rid of this guy. We want to try to aim for that full gold hand in round 3 if we can. It's going to be kind of tricky to find Novellin, it looks like, but we might play Witches to make the chance of that a little bit higher. It's probably a good idea. We don't really want to have a large board either for him to just kill. Sounds like a bad idea. Yeah, let's play Witches. And then a Meve charge, and then we'll probably dip out of the round. Depending on what he goes for. Deathmob plus Unicorn is going to be a pretty nice combo later. We'll see if this is enough to overcome. If it's Morkvarg and a dude, then it would be, but looks like we're okay. So I think we'll just take the pass. We always have a pretty good long round with Dragon's Dream, so not too scared about that. And of course Meve's ability is better in long rounds with the boost synergy as well. Should be okay. It's weird getting used to looking at the the new camera. Been used to looking at it down there the whole time, but now no longer the case.
Listen well.
Just make sure we know what he's discarding each time. Oh, is that a Greatsword discard? Very interesting. So I guess he's reasoning that he's got too much, you know, he's not in a position to play engines or what? Something like that. Maybe he's scared of my removal. I think we still are going to keep Geralt, because he's not bad. And I think we probably keep this hand. Unless we're scared of artifacts and really want to find Ram, which I don't think I am. Pretty much the rest of the hand is golden. We got the Novellin, which is all I really wanted in life. Probably start with Botchling. It'll tank damage if he wants to shoot at it. And if he doesn't want to shoot at it, well, could even have boosted it with Meve, I suppose, but I want to save that for death mode if I can. deal a little bit more damage with Unicorn and all that. Probably won't be worth that many points, but if we get the Unicorn off, it'll be pretty nice. And we'll see what he's going for. Of course, Arnulf is a bit spooky, but we can probably deal with that reasonably well. Maybe Sergeant to buff the units that he spawns. Botchling as well can do that. And that'll deny Bloodthirst maybe. But, of course, the Longship is here. Getting him value. Oh, okay. Just gonna go straight for that. Interesting. So we can just remove that dagger. But I don't think we need to because he's not immune, so there's kind of no rush to do that. I really wish there was a way to kill the Longship, because that's gonna, you know, keep allowing him to do nonsense and activate Bloodthirst and all that. So I think we will go ahead and just deny him any bloodthirsted units. Any bloodthirsty boys. Yeah, I think it's smart. Because it's gonna just, yeah, make sure captains don't hurt us and you know, all the other stuff. Whoa, tremors, okay. Interesting. He definitely wants to keep the bloodthirst going. Interesting. Looks like I can't really stop that from happening, and I would like to keep Lubberkin like this, but at the same time, wouldn't be a good idea. Might not be a good idea because it will die to Captain, right? I actually kind of like Gimpy though on this Longship. It's not too bad, and it will mean you probably don't die too much. The Lubberkin, that is. Captain plus the ping won't kill it. I think our objective is really just to try not to have, you know, so many damage units. Things like Lugos will really hurt if we do. Here I think we can go with Death Molds. About time we got that rolling. And again, I'm not going to prioritize the damage on him. I'm going to prioritize, you know, the Death Wish units, I think. Not the Death Wish, the Bloodthirst units that he might have. We're a little bit far behind in points, but I'm not too worried at the moment. Alright, that's going to be pretty nasty, but of course we're getting so many points on the dagger kill, I'm not really too scared at the moment. We'll go ahead and play the Unicorn now, just to get that value and kill Donar. Or shoot him for 3 rather, but that's kind of good enough. Got some Death Mod value, can't really complain. So we need to play the Dragon's Dream now, of course. We'll do that. And we'll buff one of these guys as well. We don't need boosted units on our side of the board. Now, Camby could definitely ruin our plans a little bit if he has that. But I think we'll be okay. We need to play Ocvis now, I think. Because then we're going to play Nivellen and then Geralt. And if we don't play Ocvis now, then it's not doing anything, right? So, also Camby won't work now for him, so we should just be winning, I think. Unless I'm being dumb. Which I might be, I often am quite dumb. And we could click this, but I don't think we need to. Just wait and see what his last card is, and if we can kill it with Ocvis, then all the better. Damage it. Confidence. So we get a little bit more value from Ocvis. Doesn't really matter, but whatever. Dragon's Dream going to pummel that, and then of course Geralt with the tool removal, saving that, ending up being a very good decision, I think, and allowing us to win. Very cool. Oh man, my background is it's all over the place. Oh well, whatever. Okay, let's see if we can win another one in similar fashion, I guess. Oh, it looks like we're going to be in the Meve Mirror. Alright. For the north! For the north! And yeah, I mean, our Dragon's Dream package might just surprise the opponent enough to grab a win. We'll see. We'll see about that. I think we'll get rid of a Witcher here. And then probably one Kedwenny Sergeant. We don't really need 2 of them in the same round. Last card, we can probably hold on to this. don't think there's too much of a reason to mulligan and risk a Witcher. And we've got a good enough hand to fight here. Witchers can definitely be our first play, but I kind of like Death Mode here. Of course, threatening the tactical advantage onto him for big damage. We don't have to do that. We can also just use him as bait and allow Meve to be procced as soon as possible, get more value from the leader. Got some really nice tools for this round. Tridem, Anna can effectively win a round on their own if they're left uninterrupted. Can do witches and whatnot. And I mean, getting a lock on Death Mode just feels so good because we're trading equivalent or up in this case because Doric Ray costs more provisions than Death Mode. So we just basically get a free, you know, a free nice trade from him. Not too bad. So now we're probably okay to go with witches. We could also go with Tridem. Don't mind it. Tridem, and then it allows us to go with an Anna deploy and just start going to town on his board. It is a little bit vulnerable to removal, but maybe he'll have it, maybe he won't. Looks like it's just going to be a botchling, which is definitely an annoying card to have to deal with, but could definitely be worse. Go ahead and play that Anna now, and I think we'll throw tactical advantage on it. We're not going to make it any bigger than that, and we can use our Meve on the Tridem infantry. Hitting botchling isn't good, of course, because he can reset it. And we'll see if he has removal for this. If he does, it's a bit painful. What can you do? If not, though, we'll be in good shape to push round 1 and then enable Dragon's Dream in round 3. You see how the deck's working? It's Engines round 1 and Dragon's Dream round 3, and it's pretty damn powerful, I think. Okay, what else have we got here? So, Tridem, we can probably play Vess. Don't really care about the...
I'm not interested.
We'll play it here. Maybe we can bait some removal onto this. I would like it for him to kill that, because then he won't be able to kill our other stuff later. We don't really care about the Zeal, in reality. Bit of a debate. We've got a few units that are debating like that. Allowing for the Ocvis to then come in later on, or Kyrenex Unicorn, whatever. Tridem infantry even. And he already played a lock on Death Mode, so we're doing quite well in that department. I guess we do want to kill the botchling if we can, but it's kind of hard to find the kill on it when it's a bit random as to what we are hitting with Tridem infantry. Either way, I think witches here are pretty strong. Can boost Tridem again, of course. I probably shouldn't have played in ranged row here because of the trebuchet, but I guess we had Death Mode, so can't really avoid that happening. Whatever, it's alright. Okay, that's going to be some damage. That's really nice for me. We can just play a field medic now. Actually, got some easy points back. And he's got botchling, but we've got the Anna and Tridem, which is of course a way better long round tool. We could probably make a pass after this. If he doesn't pass, I'd be surprised if he doesn't, but some people can, you know, really want to win rounds. And I mean, it's hard to deal with this Meve deck, right? If you don't have the capabilities to actually push round 1 and then bleed, which a lot of decks don't. Probably only Monsters is the archetype that can, a lot of the time. And if they aren't aware of this combo, then they're going to get completely destroyed by it every time. I'm probably going to field medic here, I think, and then a Scytheman. I want to access our really good cards, the golds if possible. And you'd be surprised how often you get them, because you have so many mulligans in a game, you have so many draws, it's actually very, very likely you find them if you're mulliganing for them. I hear that complaint a lot with decks that are relying on a couple of cards. As long as you have a little bit of thinning, you can most games find the combo reliably. It's not too difficult if you're using them in round 3, right? And there we go, we get our Unicorn. Last good cards would be Octvist and Botchling, so we'll kind of dig for them here a little bit. We can get rid of maybe one Sergeant or one Medic. I think Sergeant's a little bit better than Medic because you can spread the points around more easily. It's also a more proactive play than Medic if you need a proactive play. And we'll probably get rid of, I guess, the Scytheman. Not that great in round 3 if he's maybe disrupting my stuff. If I want to disrupt him, might not be too powerful. Better in round 1 when you're doing all your boosting with Anna and Tridems and whatnot.
Begone, you devils!
Alright, Jermaine is going to come down, so that's probably Horn. I was playing a Horn version of Meve before, and it was a little bit shaky, to be honest. We can actually kill all these cows, and I think we go for it. It's just above, you know, typical Gimpy value, and you can't really say no to anything above what you typically get with Gimpy. That's maybe even better than that, because we can start to try to deny the Horn from him, if he is running that. So this Anna we don't want to kill yet. I think we just want to play the Botchling. We might go for a snipe on it, effectively. If this hits it, and then we can carry next the turn after, it'd be quite nice. Otherwise, we might just play Unicorn and then kind of wait and use the carry next for 8. We do need to shut Anna down, but we don't need to do it yet necessarily. It's also worth noting that we want him to get an 8 strength unit, of course, so that good old Geralt is enabled. So, what have we got? I think Unicorn's a pretty fine play, to be honest. It will be a little bit awkward in that we are boosting a unit that's already boosted, but if it's getting us our Chironex a little bit faster, then I think it's okay. Yeah, I think we're fine to do this. He might remove our Unicorn, in which case we're in a bit of trubs. But we're going to swap the Botchling now to get us more Geralt value, and of course, try to save the Unicorn if possible. Of course, we don't have a Scytheman, so we just want to put all our boosted units on this row if we can. Maybe we should have put Botchling on the front as well. That was probably a mistake. But shouldn't matter too much. Don't really want to buff this anyway, because you might want to be switching it around if you take damage from their Tridems or whatever. Going to be a Unicorn from him. Okay. Nice play, anticipating what I have. The only downside of this is, of course, we have the man himself, Mr. Geralt of Rivia, and he's going to come in and club Anna in the face. So she is no longer a problem. That feels pretty good, I think is the technical term. Geralt can just get you so much value in so many matchups. Like, we're not even playing against Woodland or Gurnikora, which are running big dudes, and we're still managing to kill so much stuff. Very cool. Alright. We could just kill this, but I'm not really too scared of it, I don't think. Maybe I should be. He's already played one Tridem. Probably there's engines that we worry about a little bit more than Tridem, to be honest. I don't think it's too worrying. Just boost our guys. We'll probably boost the Lubberkin here as well. And the Sergeant. The Lubberkin. Oh! Oh no! I didn't mean to switch it! No, I misclicked. I was just clicking my mouse. Whoops. Sorry guys. Misplace. But it's okay, I'm sure. Whatever. Not the end of the world. So I think we kill that Okvis. That's kind of the scarier thing that we were worried about. We'll switch back the Botchling. I lost a point or two there, but whatever. It's okay. Got some notification apparently. Oh, it's just for tournament. Anyhow, Scytheman coming out. This is kind of weak for him, right? And now we of course have infantry to kill Tridem, which I think we're going to go for. Of course, Horn is going to be played soon, so if possible we'd like to disrupt that. Throw the Tridem out. Sorry, the infantryman out and kill that. Oh wait! Oh no, I'm an idiot. Oh god. I was meant to play Dragon's Dream! Ah! Nearly throwing the game, but I don't think he had enough points to actually win there anyway. Seems like he didn't. Either way, that was a bit dumb from me, but whatever. I got distracted, not my fault. Okay, whatever. Either way, you can see that Dragon's Dream can be a powerhouse combo in that round 3, and in round 1 you've got lots of other stuff to do. So this deck's pretty awesome. I have been finding Meve to be quite powerful, maybe even the best Northern Realms leader, maybe up there actually with the other leaders. We'll see if that pans out and turns out to be true. Either way though, do try the deck if you feel like it. If not, don't. And thank you for watching guys. Do subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future, and I'll see you next time.